Hmm. Huh. Okay, got that up. It was a little easier this time. Didn't be weird like last time. Let's do a quick audio check. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Alright, that all appears to be in order. Alright, excellent to know. One more thing. Okay, that's not bad. Alright, gonna stream for about an hour tonight, I suppose. Got a casual 3 a.m. stream going on. Sorry, it'll be a nice distraction from some things going on in my life that aren't the best right now. So, yeah, let's get into it. Yeah. I'm gonna jog my memory by going into the history real quick. Having you around, as much as I don't think I deserve your support, it does make a difference. That makes me happy then. Really? Yeah, it might not be a huge help, but it's still some help, surely. She pauses to reflect. Yeah, I guess so. She nods and shifts herself so that her head lies on my lap. Once she settles, I start absent-mindedly stroking her hair. My mom told me there would be days like these. Oh, well, back in November, after our fight, I was a bit lost. I didn't know who to turn to, so I asked Mom for advice. What did she say? She said if you date someone with depression, you'll have good days like the ones we've had before, and bad days, like today, I guess. Sayori falls silent once more. She looks a little reflective, and thankfully doesn't seem to mind that I told Mom about her condition. Does she have depression herself? Herself. No, that was a bad voice crack right there. Nope, but she dated someone who had it in the past. It's kinda spooky how accurate her advice was. What was it? She told me about how important it is to be patient and understanding for a start. But you have been. I don't know. I still have no idea what I'm doing, and I don't really know if I'm saying or doing the right things. I thought I was, but after you told me my words are just empty, I'm starting to doubt everything. A lot of regret flashes across her face. Sorry, I didn't mean that. For what it's worth, you've been a great boyfriend, Seaman. It's just not fair on you. Your heart has always been in the right place, and you put up with my moods. Well, that's reassuring to hear at least. And all I can do in return is snap at you for the smallest of things. I knew it wasn't going to be easy. Mom did warn me. And being honest with you, it's times like these that make me realize just how serious depression is. But I'm glad I got the wake-up call sooner rather than later. Neither of us really know what we're doing. But at least we have each other, right? It's our first relationship, so we've really been fighting an uphill battle from the start. I've definitely enjoyed my time with you so far, and you think I'm a good boyfriend, so we could be doing a lot worse. I don't know, could we? I feel like our relationship has just been you putting up with me. Do we have a future together? Her words cut deep, knowing she has these doubts, especially this early on. What do you think? Honest question. I don't know. Do you want us to have a future together? Yes. So do I. But what about when we start our last year in school? Or when we leave school? What if you go to university and I don't? What if... Sayori, listen to me. Let's just take our relationship one day at a time, okay? You could probably drive yourself crazy by trying to predict the future. Do I know if we'll be together in a year? Truthfully, I don't. I have no clue what life will be like after school, but there's no point worrying about it now because it doesn't get you anywhere. Yeah, you're right. She gives a short, humorless laugh. I'm glad that at least one of us can think rationally. Nah, remember how I thought we'd let a spirit loose in the classroom back in October? That was the polar opposite of rational. I really enjoyed that day. It was nice to dress up in silly costumes and scare each other. A real throwback to our childhood. Definitely a highlight of the year, along with Christmas. Hang on, my finger slipped. Yeah, along with Christmas, okay. There's something really satisfying about seeing someone light up when they unwrap a present you got them. I have the photo you gave me in my room, and by the way, it always makes me smile whenever I see it. Even when you're not physically around, you still make me happy. Please don't forget that. Thank you, Seaman. I'll do my best. It's been about 2 weeks since that nightmare caused Sayori to have a breakdown. By this point in our relationship, I've really started to see what Mom warned me about. I didn't realize how bad the bad days would be. We've had a few therapy sessions since. As I was hoping, the sessions went smoothly. Well, as smoothly as they could go, I guess. Along with her doctor prescribing her antidepressants, the therapist has given Sayori a diary, which she's meant to use by recording her happy and sad thoughts. By recording her sad thoughts, he's working with her to see whether those thoughts are supported by facts, basically trying to challenge her depressive thinking. I'm no expert, but it looks to me like that's the kind of therapy she needs. It's not been as simple as it might seem. It hasn't been as simple as it might seem, but to me it looks like steady but sure progress is being made. To say the least, it's a huge relief. She's also tentatively mentioned that she'd like to start going to the sessions alone, although she isn't quite at that stage yet. She said she'd see how she feels by the time our next one comes about. Still, it's been really interesting to see what therapy really entails. Definitely an eye-opening experience. On the other hand, I think the other club member girls are starting to get a little more suspicious. There have been a few days where Sayori's depressive moods became a little more apparent in school, and they were concerned for her. Still, Sayori maintained her walls. I felt bad about how in the dark the other girls were. but it isn't my position to say what's going on. Hopefully, Sayori will be comfortable telling them in her own time. Which, again, in the DLC Plus, she does. And it's really well written, honestly. I like how they did it. Also, given it's now February, I've had to pay a little more attention to school matters, namely the end of the semester next month. Really? End of the semester in March? Huh. That's pretty early. Sakurai has also been talking to students about their future plans. It's scary to think that next year is my final school year. He wants to see me after the lesson ends. So for what feels like the first time in forever, I've started to think about what I want to do after I leave school. As the bell rings, he calls me over. You have the same look that I had on my face when my homeroom teacher wanted to talk to me about post-school plans. I appreciate his use of humor in the situation. He's always been efficient at helping me feel at ease, especially in situations where I feel out of my depth. If you don't know what you want to do, I wouldn't worry about it too much. After all, you're just a second year, so you have another year to figure it out. 3 years of high school. Interesting. I don't know a lot about the Japanese school system, honestly. I wonder if they have 4 years of middle school, 6 years of elementary school, or if they simply graduate at 17. Well, a year earlier, I mean. I don't know. That's interesting, though. Having said that, do you have any idea at all? To be honest with you, sir, I haven't really given it much thought at all. The past 5 months have been really, well, they haven't really given me much time to think about it. Well, let's try this from another angle. Does higher education interest you at all? Going to university? Or would you perhaps be more inclined towards finding a job as soon as you leave school? I pause for a moment to think, trying to recollect what my parents used to tell me when we had this kind of conversation. University sounds good, although I'm not sure what I would study. He nods approvingly. You'll definitely find it easier to land a job if you have a degree under your belt. That's good to know then. All I have to do is pick a subject, I guess. I know it can be a little daunting, especially when you aren't sure. My advice would be to go with the subject you enjoy and do well in. Far from me to be biased, but you are a rather talented historian. I chuckle. What can you do? What can you do with a history degree, though? The skills you get from a history degree can transfer to a lot of other fields. A lot of historians went into journalism, academia, teaching, or even the law. Obviously, I'm not biased in any way, but history is the best subject to study. My science teacher says otherwise, sir. He grumbles to himself. Man, I think that's the first time. There are probably others that I've seen him like not actively smiling. Hang on, I want to take a screenshot of it. There might have been others. I think there were a couple of them frowning, but this is I feel like I haven't seen that one before. He grumbles to himself. Those haughty scientists, if they could just pry themselves away from their Bunsen burners and glass vials for 5 minutes. Anyway, it's good that you've at least got a vague idea of what you want to do. There's no rush or anything. Just take some time to think about what you would like to study at university. We can always have another discussion later. Will do, sir. Thank you. With the conversation over, I make my way to the club room for lunch. Hey guys. Natsuki gives me a curt nod while Sayori gives me a wan smile. The door opens once more and Yuri walks in. Sayori's already weak smile wavers even further. She doesn't dislike her by any means, but it's clear that the jealousy is still an issue. I sigh inwardly. I have no clue on how to solve that issue, given I don't think Sayori is willing to disclose her depression with Yuri. As I pull out my food, I notice that Monica has barely greeted me. Her face is glued to her laptop, with a terse look on her face. Everything alright, Monica? She finally drags her eyes off the screen and looks at me. It seems like she's only just realized I'm talking to her. Yeah, sorry. I had to sort out some important emails. How are you? It's easy to spot from a mile off that her smile is forced. I decide not to push it. Not bad, not bad. Sakura was just talking to me about what my plans are after high school. I think it's common practice for all of the teachers to ask their students, given we're second years and the end of the semester isn't so far off. I guess they are all second years. Huh, but that was fun. We don't have to bother with that stuff just yet. Oh, maybe she is a first year. Yeah, she must be a first year then. Luckily, I still don't really know what I want to do. I told him I wanted to go to university, but I can't really decide what I want to do. Starting to realize I probably should have given this more thought. That's a little irresponsible, Seaman. Your future holds so much weight, and time flies by so quickly. She's right. That is true. My face heats up a little from embarrassment. She's right, of course, but it seems like her judgment is coming out of nowhere. I look at Sayori, half expecting her to jump into my defense. She doesn't, though. Instead, she idly pokes at a spot on the table. The other girls look curiously at us. I can sense that something is up. I don't want to draw too much attention to Sayori, so I try to deflect their curiosity. How about you, Yuri? Any ideas? I decided that I want to study Japanese literature at university. Fitting choice. Yuri smiles to herself. I suppose it comes as a surprise to no one. I can imagine it will be both exciting yet a daunting experience. University? Yes, on the one hand, there's the opportunity to meet many like-minded people, all with the same passion. Yet, there's so much independence, especially if you opt for a university far from home. I wouldn't know I commute to university because I am not paying for a dorm room. And with that independence comes a lot of responsibility, so I'd imagine a fair degree of uncertainty. Who knows what life will be like for all of us when we've left school? My question hangs in the air as the conversation lapses into silence. Monica mutters something under her breath. How about you, Monica? I'd imagine you've got a lot of choice given how you excel in pretty much every subject. She finally closes her laptop with a sigh. My parents have been hounding me with the exact same question for months now. I'll probably take over their business. Don't go into STEM, Monica. Don't do it. I like killed myself doing a STEM degree. Shit sucks, man. Don't do STEM. I mean, I know business and STEM are as far apart as possible. But I'm saying in general, STEM majors are hard. Jesus Christ, man. I killed myself during finals, man. That shit sucked. Okay. There's a hint of what sounds like bitterness in her voice. Granted, I know very little about her life. Well, at least anything beyond surface levels. It's a little baffling. I wonder what their business is. We'll have to wait and see. An awkward silence descends upon the room. Clearly, it isn't just me who's detected Monica's slightly hostile tone. Luckily, Yuri breaks the silence. Are you alright, Sayori? You've been rather quiet. Yeah, that's not like you at all. Even Monica glances over at Sayori's direction. Oh, I'm fine. Just kind of tired, that's all. Don't worry about me. The other girls don't look convinced in the slightest, but they don't have much chance to press her as the lunch bell rings. I remember being in their position last semester. And boy, do I not envy them. Hey, a slightly different scene. Yeah, screenshot. I must have 50 of these screenshots in my Steam files. As the end of the school day rolls around, I find myself wandering down the corridor, waiting for Sayori to finish. I think it would have been cool if they put up something here, but whatever. Along the way, I bump into Monica. Hey, C-Man. She keeps her voice low and quickly looks around before speaking. I can tell what she's going to ask me. Is Sayori okay? She'll be fine. Just dealing with some stuff. That's all. Compared to the last time she was acting off in school, you seem a lot less worried. That was when I knew less about her. She narrows her eyes at me. I guess what I said must have come across as pretty cryptic. Okay. Well, let me know if we can help in any way, okay? We? The other club members. We are all friends after all, and don't forget. Oh, of course. What a stupid question, C-Man. It's appreciated. I'll see what Sayori thinks. Okay then, well, I'll see you later. Well, I think Sayori is definitely more convincing than I am. She walks off, and after a couple of moments, Sayori comes out of her class. Sorry I'm late. It's okay, let's go. Do you know what was up with Monica? Funny you mention her, because she just asked me what was up with you. Oh. What did you tell her? Just that you're dealing with some stuff. I didn't get any specifics. I didn't give any specifics. They're worried about you, though. Have you considered telling them? No, not really. They're our friends, Sayori. They know something is up. I know. I can sense that this isn't a topic Sayori wants to discuss any further. Anyway, no. I don't know why Monica seemed so snappy at lunch. She mentioned her parents, so they're probably being a bit overbearing. Must be difficult to maintain that model student image. When you're at the top, the only place to go from there is down. Juggling academics with sports and other extracurriculars must be really stressful. I don't know how she does it, to be honest. I felt a little sorry for Natsuki, though. The conversation kinda excluded her. I know for sure when I was a first year, post-school plans hadn't even crossed my mind. Yeah, I thought that too. Well, we'll make sure to include her next time. Good shout. Good shouts. After dumping our things inside, I pull out my phone. I really should have talked to Mom a while ago, and I'm pretty sure she's gonna make me feel bad about it. Hey, Mom. Ah, C-Man. Nice of you to remember you have a mother. I winced slightly. I knew this was coming. I know. I really should have called you earlier. And it's not that I didn't want to or anything. Anyway, Sayori is with me right now. Do you want to say hello? I'd love to. I press a button on my phone, which transfers the call into a video call. Hey, look at that! You see the full mother. I wonder where she is. Looks like a factory. She seems happy though. My goodness, is that really you, Sayori? Last time I saw you, you were barely a teenager. Well, there you go, 13 to 18. I guess that settles it. It's 5 years they were separated, assuming barely a teenager means 13. Sayori laughs shyly. I guess I'm putting her on the spot here a little. It's really nice to see you again. And you, dear. I hope C-Man has been treating you well. I shoot Sayori a desperate look. This could be the perfect opportunity to enact some revenge for all the times I teased her. Of course, he's been really good to me. That's lovely to hear. Looks like my little prince has truly matured. They share a laugh as I turn slightly red from embarrassment. Mom, really? Little prince? That's funny. I'm sorry, darling. I'm just so proud of you. Well, at least we've established what Sayori is going to be calling me for the next few days. They continue to giggle at my expense. He's always been like this, hasn't he? Quick to tease others, but once they do it to him, he gets all huffy. Sayori, do not take her side. You're my girlfriend. She's trying and failing to keep a straight face. Okay, no more teasing. Sorry, I just had to get you back for not calling me for so long. How did your December exams go? Hell nah, December exams? It's like March right now, dude. That's like a lot of time to not call your mother. Granted, that's also a lot of time for her not to come home, so I mean, fair point. I briefly described my results along with Sakurai's comments. Well, that's reassuring to hear. I was worrying how you would fare living by yourself, so I'm glad to hear that your academics are going well. Sakurai has a point, though. Your grades in math could be better, young man. Sayori, you're gonna have to knock him into shape. He's always been bad with discipline. Ooh, got the angry face now. I snort in desertion. And you're asking Sayori of all people to help me with that? Hey! Mom sighs dramatically. Sorry, Sayori. He can be really mean sometimes, can't he? Must have gotten that from his father. There's an awkward silence. Things have been very rocky between Mom and Dad since the divorce. Now, by the way, I've got some good news. We've almost finished dealing with this particular client, and I'll have no one else to deal with for a week. So I'm hoping to come and see you soon. My heart races. As much as I've loved being able to basically live with Sayori, seeing Mom again after so long would be really nice. That's awesome, Mom. I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, I've been meaning to ask you, She's cut short by the sound of someone calling her. It sounds pretty urgent. No, I was hoping I'd have more time to talk to you. Sorry, darling, I'm gonna have to go. We'll catch up properly, all three of us, when I come to visit you. Don't forget it's Valentine's Day coming up really soon, and I want to hear about how you've been treating Sayori like a princess for it. She laughs softly and waves goodbye. I forgot how nice your mom is. Yeah, she's always been such a good parent. She was a lifesaver back in November after our fight. You're such a mommy's boy. Hey! It's a good thing. It's really cute. I get the feeling you're mocking me, but because I know I can't win this battle, I reluctantly concede. The Ice Queen wins again! You're a real clown, you know that? That's February. I think I said it was March earlier. I don't know why I said that. True, but I'm your clown. I preferred the one from the horror movie we watched with Yuri. Such a charmer. The rest of the day passes by relatively quickly. After finishing our homework, we spent the evening kicking back with some video games. This has been our routine for a while now. Sayori coming over, we finish our homework, and then relax. It's simple but effective. I'm glad that we're both happy just to sit back and relax in each other's company. Then again, Sayori has never been a high-maintenance kind of girl. Watching her now, with her sky-blue eyes narrowed in concentration. God, I love her. Is now the right time to say it, though? What if she doesn't feel the same way? That'd be a little awkward, to say the least. No, now isn't the time. I was curious, Sayori. What do you want to do after you finish school? You didn't say anything at lunch. I don't really know. She sighs. I thought that going to therapy might be a good idea, but... no, forget it. It's a stupid idea. Huh? It's not stupid at all. It is. I don't know if I'm even any good at it. I can't even help myself, so how can I help others? You're good at keeping the spirits high in the club, at least. People appreciate having you around, and it's definitely more comfortable an atmosphere when you're there. It's one thing to keep peace in a high school club, but helping people with really big problems as a therapist. You know, the really horrible things that people have to deal with. It's a whole other story. Have you mentioned it to your teacher at least? They might be able to point you in the right direction. She shrugs nonchalantly. I haven't, no. Truthfully, I haven't thought about the future much. Well, at least we're alike in that sense, although our reasoning for it is rather different. We've got plenty of time, though, right? Yeah, I guess we do. The conversation trails off into silence. I suppose thinking about the future is quite different for Sayori, so I make a mental note not to push it. Anyway, it's getting late. Let's call it a night. Can I be the big spoon tonight is funny. Not sure how that'd work, but sure. As Sakurai finishes explaining the morning's task and settles down to mark some papers, I find myself absent-mindedly fiddling with my pen. Pulling open my textbook, I flip to the relevant page. Suddenly, I'm aware of a poking sensation on my shoulder. Morning, Emmy. Surprised you weren't late today. Hey, it's not my fault track practice ran on for so long today. I mean, isn't it? Don't you decide how many laps you run? So, semantics, Seaman. I chuckle to myself. Semantics? Huh. I chuckle to myself. If you say so. Anyway, you wouldn't happen to have any good Valentine's ideas, would you? Mom brought it up yesterday, and I didn't realize how quickly Valentine's Day has come around this year. My boyfriend only got out of the hospital a few days ago, so we're just taking things slow. I think he mentioned wanting to take me to a tea house, though. I've been to a tea house once or twice. I think I got unlucky, though, because I had a pretty poor experience at both of them. Hospital? Is he alright? Bro, probably towards ACL. Oh, no, it's heart stuff. Yeah, just heart stuff. Anyway, what have you and Sayori got planned? That's what I was asking you for. Neither of us have really mentioned doing anything for it. I've never done anything for Valentine's Day before, so I'm totally out of my depth here. Emmy giggles. There's a playful, mocking air to her laughter. She's your girlfriend, Seaman. Shouldn't you know her the best? Yeah, but relationships, man, they're confusing. Just ask her. Sometimes it doesn't hurt to be direct. Well, unless she's expecting a surprise from you, that is. Then, well, you're on your own there. Some help you are. What happened to female intuition? We can't give you all the answers, Seaman. Sometimes you just gotta work things out for yourself. Yeah, because me trying to figure out what's the best thing to say and do in our relationship is going so well. Life's unfair. After class ends, I make my way to the clubroom. As I open the door, I realize that it's just Natsuki inside. When was the last time I even spoke to her alone? It's been a while, dude. Hey. Afternoon, listen, I need your help with something. This afternoon. She looks at me suspiciously. With what? Well, you're a girl, and thanks for noticing. And, well, where would a girl want to be taken for Valentine's Day? how long have you known Sayori for? Yeah, that's a fair response. Bro's known Sayori for like his whole life, basically. Why does this sound so familiar? Is it really a crime for me to ask for some Valentine's Day suggestions? A while, but in my defense, I've only been with her for what, 2 months? I was thinking of like some kind of restaurant, but I don't know which ones are good or not. The door opens and Monica and Yuri walk in. What were you two talking about? I glanced desperately at Natsuki, hoping she doesn't expose me in front of it. Oh, you know damn well she's going to, man. See, yep. C-Man was asking me where he should take his girlfriend for Valentine's Day. I groaned. Jeez, when you put it like that. I just needed some pointers, that's all. The door opens a second time and Sayori wanders in. If it were down to me, I wouldn't even bother. Valentine's is pointless, all that sappy stuff. Yuck. Yuck. There's probably another timeline where she doesn't say that. Okay, the line when I do Natsuki's run, which isn't gonna be for probably a little while. People hugging and kissing in public, giving each other sappy cards. No thanks. It's quite a romantic day, though. People telling their partners how much they mean to them. All the little gifts, the thoughtfulness. Yeah, it's great if you like that, but keep it away from me. Something else I don't get is that Valentine's is supposed to be a day where you show your love for your partner, blah 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 blah. But aren't you meant to do that every day? Thought so. So it's safe to say that Cupid didn't shoot you with any arrows this year then, huh? She glares at me as Sayori giggles. We all know you're a softy at heart, Natsuki. I am not. There's nothing wrong with admitting it. Let's wait until you get a boyfriend. As we're digging into our food, Monica taps me on the shoulder. I think I might have a solution to your crisis. Oh? There's a really nice restaurant in town that I went to last year with the debate club. It's called the Amber Beehive, and their food is really good. It's a little on the formal side, though, so you probably have to wear something smart. See if Sayori has a dress or something. Seems kinda sophisticated. Would they take a bunch of teenagers? Of course they would. Why wouldn't they? Yeah, they want money. Well, the formal dress code and all, wouldn't we feel really out of place? Sorry, I'm just well, as you can see, new to dating and all that. It's okay, don't overthink it, though. Just see if it's a fancy date, just see it as a fancy date, that's all. I'm sure Sayori would like it as well. Ah, crap, I totally finger-slipped. I think the music will really suit the atmosphere. Pretty jazzy. I like jazz. Jazz is some good music, man. Thanks, then I'll look into it tonight. That's okay. Sayori will be impressed, and don't worry, I won't tell her you got the idea from me. You're a lifesaver, Monica. Don't mention it. Oh, I forgot to say. I'm sorry for snapping at you at lunchtime yesterday. Parents. That's okay. I imagined you had a lot on your plate. Besides, you've rescued my Valentine's, so you've redeemed yourself. Haha, that's good to hear. Oh, and by the way, you can never go wrong with fried squid. Duly noted. Maybe I'll be able to salvage this Valentine's after all. So, what are our Valentine's Day plans? Sayori? Huh? Oh, sorry, I was spacing out. I don't know, to be honest. I haven't really given it much thought. Oh, phew. I'm glad it wasn't just me. I was worrying you'd have expected me to have something planned. Why, with this being my first relationship and all, I'm hardly experienced in that department. She giggles softly at my sheepishness. Don't worry about it, C-Man. We can just play it by ear tomorrow. Oh, it's tomorrow. Yeah, not even I was that bad, man. My first Valentine's Day, I had something like a week in advance. More than the day before? That's crazy, man. Even a week in advance, it's hard to get a reservation sometimes. Heck, last year I tried to do a reservation a week in advance. I'd have dinner at 9 p.m., man. 9. Ugh. It was chill, but like, it's kind of annoying. Don't worry about it, C-Man. We can just play it by ear tomorrow. Winging it, eh? Yeah, that sounds more like me. Anyway, I've been really lagging behind with homework. I've got a lot to do. So do you mind if we don't spend this evening together? Well, this is convenient. Now I can look up bookings for the restaurant without giving away the surprise. Yeah, and I guarantee you the day before Valentine's Day there's gonna be nothing, dude. There's gonna be like one reservation for like lunchtime and one for 10 p.m. That's it. Without giving away the surprise. Oh, sure. I was just about to say the same thing, actually. I'll see you tomorrow, then. Okay. See you later, C-Man. She gives me a quick kiss and heads off inside. As I settle onto the sofa, I quickly notice that the living room lights are on. There's also some sound coming from the kitchen. That's weird. There's no reason for anything to be making noise in the kitchen. And I always turn off the lights in the living room before I go to school. In an attempt to stop the sudden bout of panic, I force myself to rationalize the situation. Bro, your mom's home. It can't be a burglar, because they wouldn't make this much noise. So that must mean... Hello? Anyone here? A familiar voice greets me back. C-Man, is that you? Mom! A huge grin forms on my face as I spot my mom emerging from the kitchen. A warm smile on her face. Hey, finally see his mom! It's Act 3, but we finally see the mom. Let's go! It only took 10 of these streams to see the mom IRL, man. Or IRL in the context of the game. Ah, crap. I accidentally... hang on. I totally accidentally did that. Hang on. There we go. I totally misclicked and, put this into windowed mode. I forgot that key even did that. Huh. I'm gonna take another screenshot just to be safe. There we go. Kinda like that. A huge grin forms on my face as I spot my mom emerging from the kitchen. A warm smile on her face. I rush forward and embrace her. It feels so good to have her back. I didn't know you were coming today. I wanted to keep it a surprise, dear. We let go and she looks me over. I'm so sorry that you've been alone for so long. I tried so hard to come back earlier, but business was having none of it. Oh, she's sad. Look at her, she's sad now. No. It's okay. I'm just glad you're here now. I sniff the air. Something smells delicious. Are you making something? Yes, teriyaki, one of your favorite. Oh, I love teriyaki. Oh, one of your favorites. You're the best, seriously. Always nice to be reminded. It's almost ready. I'll give you a hand. She ruffles my hair. It's okay, sweetheart. My treat for you. There isn't much left to do anyway. Are you sure? Positive. It's only as I'm wolfing my food down do I realize how hungry I am. Mom's cooking has always been incredible, too. Enjoying yourself, I see. Can you blame me? I haven't met anyone who can cook better than you can. She laughs heartily. So, let's have that long-awaited catch-up. Tell me about how everything has been since you joined that club. I finish eating and push my plate away. Sighing contently, I pat my stomach. Well, as you know, it all started when I saw Sayori on the sidewalk. Once I start, it's almost impossible to stop. There's so much to say, so much to describe. Now that we are limited by short phone calls, I can finally go into detail about what life's been like since September. After describing the first few days, I recall how the festival went. She shakes her head, as I recall those inconsiderate pricks acted. Unbelievable. Some people just have absolutely no respect. No kidding. The worst part is that it caused Natsuki and Monica to have a really bad argument. I quickly go over that, not wanting to dwell too much on the fight. It's still something I would rather forget. Mom smiles as I recount how my feelings for Sayori started to blossom. Oh, and then there was Halloween. We all dressed up, broke into school, wrote some spooky poems, and summoned a Shinto spirit. Ah, there you go, Shinto. Forgot that name earlier. You did what now? Ooh, she mad now. She mad now. I'm getting all the mom screenshots, man. Did what now? Dressed up. That's on you for a minute, man. You totally could have just said he went to someone's house. Not that. Yeah. Bro put himself in that situation, man. That's some self-inflicted punishment right there. Wrote some spooky, but yeah, bro. She's not talking about that. Wrote some spooky. You know what I'm referring to. But you could play with her and say hung out with the girls or something. Oh, the breaking into the school thing. She doesn't look very impressed. Come on, Mom. Well, it's just a bit of harmless fun. Didn't you say you called the spirit over? Okay, maybe not entirely harmless then. But for what it's worth, we all had fun. And it was a really nice bonding experience. She sighs under her breath. Teenagers these days get their enjoyment from the weirdest things. Okay, so maybe playing around with a Ouija board. With an Ouija board. Wasn't the weirdest, wisest idea. But hey, it'll be a good story for my kids, right? If you say so, Seaman. Anyways, so then November rolled around. The rest of the evening rolls around, and we've both had a lot to talk about, and the time has really flown. She yawns. Well, it definitely sounds like you've had a hectic past few months. Girls, Secret Santas, and Shinto ghosts. What a mix. Anyway, I'm still quite tired from my flight, so I'm gonna have an early night. I'll be around for a while, so you can always carry on tomorrow. Yeah, sure thing. I've got a lot of homework to be getting on with anyway, so that's fine. Good boy. I love you, Seaman. Love you too, Mom. See you tomorrow. After grabbing a drink from the kitchen, I'll walk over to my bag and pull out the relevant textbooks. Let's get this over with. Just as I'm about to begin, I feel my phone buzz. Evening, Seaman. Do you have any plans for this evening? Yeah, sorry, Yuri. I've got a lot of homework to be getting on with. Now, what do you have to do? Perhaps I could help you out. I pause with my fingers hovering over the screen. Sayori never said that I couldn't hang out with Yuri, and I don't think she's the controlling type. Yeah, I never liked that. I'm glad my girlfriend's... I mean, I don't really hang out one-on-one with girls anyway, but the couple of rare times I do, it's nice to not even have to worry about it, honestly. I never liked the controlling type. It's like your partners. Like, it's like you're not my mother. It's like... And obviously vice versa. You know, like that's how it should be. Sayori never said that I couldn't hang out with Yuri. I don't think she's the controlling type. It's like you should still be allowed to have friends of the opposite gender even if you're in a relationship. It's like that's always been my opinion anyway. But even though I know I'm not doing anything inherently wrong by spending time with Yuri, I can't help but feel I'll make Sayori's jealousy worse if I did. I'm gonna save it because I think some bullshit's gonna happen. Hang on. I think I'm gonna have to make a choice, and I want to save it. But then again, I did say that I'd help Yuri out with her loneliness. Yeah, honestly, I think I personally would. For that reason, if it gives me the choice, I'm gonna say yes, just because there's nothing inherently wrong with doing it. I mean, I would mention it to Sayori, because not mentioning it would be a little weird. I would shoot her a text, be like, hey, I'm hanging out with Yuri tonight. But, like, there's nothing wrong with it. Although, this was before I knew the impact that it would have on Sayori. Gah. Oh, he chooses not to. Interesting. Nah, it's okay. There's a lot to do, but I can handle it. Thanks, though. Oh, that's a shame. There's a pause in her reply. It's okay, Seaman. Hope you have a pleasant evening. Well, that's a shame. Maybe he's right, though. I don't know. I personally don't have any qualms with it. I mean, I know my girlfriend does. Yeah, but I also don't have depression, so I can't help but feel guilty. As I put my phone away, I hope she doesn't think I'm ignoring her. Given her personality, it's definitely possible. Why can't this just be simple and not so complicated? That's a shame. I really would have said yes to that. You'd think that for my first relationship, life would be nice and not throw me into the deep end. I mull it over as I finish the rest of my homework. I climb into bed, feeling exhausted. Today wasn't a taxing day, at least physically. From a mental perspective, it's a whole other story. I still wish that I could do much more for Sayori, and the uncertainty on how to deal with Yuri isn't helping. Still, I don't know, like, she's feeling lonely, man. Like she definitely has some mental shit going on. Like, even I can tell that. It's like, at the bare minimum, it'll make her feel, I don't know. These things can be complex. Still, it's nice to know that I'm not alone in the house. It'll probably be worth talking to Mom about the whole situation with Sayori tomorrow. I probably should have talked to Mom a little more. She's been in my exact same position before. Oh well, better late than never, right? I wake up the next morning to the sound of activity coming from downstairs. I almost forgot that Mom is an early riser. Yeah, my mom low-key wakes up at like 5 a.m. every day. I don't know how she does that, man. I had left my internship. I had to wake up at 5 a.m. for a 5:30 internship, man. That shit sucked. Yeah. There's something I definitely don't inherit from her. I yawn and stretch, checking the time. Huh, 10 a.m. It looks like it isn't so early after all. Oh, no, we're just slipped in. Morning, Mom. You're up early. Haha, very funny. I've been up before noon loads of times, actually. Looks like you really have changed while I've been gone, eh? Eh? Rolling my eyes at her little jab, I noticed the abundance of food on the kitchen table. So it's Valentine's today. What have you got planned with Sayori? Oh, bro, I don't think he ever got the reservation. I don't know, unless he did it like off screen or whatever. Taking a seat, I opt for the jam toast. I like jam toast. I don't know. Monica mentioned this fancy restaurant in town, so I thought I'd take Sayori there. Which one? Yeah, she probably knows. Or Amber Beehive, I think it's called. Amber Beehive. She said it's jazzy. Leans on the formal side too. Yes, I know it now. Monica has good taste. Sayori will love it. Good. We could do with a nice day after everything that's happened so far. Oh, everything okay? We can talk about it when I get back, if that's okay. Kinda want to focus on the positives today. Of course, today will be a great day, don't you worry. She smiles encouragingly at me. I hope so. Anyway, what are you going to do today? Well, it's been such a long time since I've been home that I've almost forgotten what free time feels like. Hey, she's happy now. Look at that. Gotta get all the mob screenshots, man. This country and its work ethic. Japan is terrible with their work ethic, man. Man, I don't think I could ever imagine having grown up in Japan. I'll be working like, probably not as bad as China with their 995, but still, it's bad. A lot of people commit suicide over there. Ah, crap, that making me age restricted. What are the odds YouTube notices? Anyway, I figured I could start with some housekeeping. You've let this place get a little dusty and messy, young man. Sorry, it's never been my strong suit. There's also some business things I have to sort out, but thankfully I can do those on my laptop. Even though you're at home, you can't really catch a break, can you? She smiles ruefully. Adult life, see, man. Now, haven't you got a certain someone to see? I'm on it. After freshening up and shooting Sayori a text, I make my way over to her house. You know, I will say, Yuri shooting him a text the day before Valentine's Day was a little sus. I will say that because I'm thinking about that now. That is a little, I mean, not too bad, I guess, but, you know. Yeah. Hey, Sayori. She's on the bed, sitting up. There's a pen and paper in her hands, and it looks like she's writing a poem. Hi, Seaman. What do you want to do today, then? About that. This must be really disappointing to hear. I'm sorry. What is it? I'm not really in the mood to hang out today. There's just some things that I need to think about, and I don't want to be distracted. It's nothing personal. Yeah, I would be pretty disappointed too, honestly. I'd try my best to fight off the sinking feeling of disappointment. Nah, that's cool. Don't worry about it, okay? Just give me a shout if you want to talk, alright? You know where I am. I know it's Valentine's today, so it's really selfish of me, but it's fine, really. Not selfish at all. I'd much rather you did what you wanted to do, instead of you feeling like you have to come out or anything. We can always hang out another day. Thank you, Seaman. You've always been really understanding. It's the least I can do. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Well, that changes things a bit. Yeah, look how gloomy things seem now. He really does love her. I'm a little downhearted. I would be too, honestly. A little downhearted. I know Sayori loves romance, and today would have been the perfect day to show her how much she means to me. Granted, the decision has been made. At least I can talk it over with Mom. Mom's sitting at the kitchen table, beavering away at her laptop. She looks surprised. You're back early. I slide into the chair opposite her. Yeah, Sayori doesn't really feel like hanging out today. Said there's some stuff she needs to think about, so I left her to it. I bury my face in my hands. When Mom speaks, her tone is gentle. It's not easy, is it? It really isn't. I know you warned me about it. I thought I was prepared, but I never really know what to do. I like to think I'm making a positive difference, but I don't know anymore. What makes you doubt that? Well, she kind of snapped at me once when I told her I knew how she felt. Said that I couldn't possibly know what depression feels like, and that my words are just empty. But she also says that it's helpful having me around, and that me just being able to listen does make a difference. So I really don't know. For what it's worth, darling, you're doing your best, and that's all we can ask for. Take today, for example. You wanted to spend the day with her, right? Take her to a nice restaurant. You were looking forward to it. But even though she wasn't up for it, you didn't get angry at her or hold it against her. You were understanding and let her do what she wanted to do. That's precisely the kind of patience and understanding I was talking about back in November. She said it herself. She values having you around, and whether you realize it or not, you have made life that much better for her. Nah, I've made it worse in some ways. How so? Oh, I forgot to tell you. You know Yuri, right? We went Christmas shopping with each other in December. And I saw her in the park once, after Sayori and I had a falling out. We've grown a little closer, and Yuri confided in me that she's really lonely. I agreed to spend more time with her, and that totally didn't factor in how Sayori would feel about it. Ah, jealousy, I assume. Hey, her face is different now. Yeah, I'm an idiot. How did I not realize that would happen? That's a bad screenshot. There you go. That was so inconsiderate. Not inconsiderate at all, sweetie. Your heart's always in the right place. I wonder how many screenshots I can take of this game. Probably gonna take a bunch of the other routes. Not inconsiderate at all, sweetie. Your heart's always in the right place. You just wanted to help a friend in need, and there's nothing wrong with that. But now, I'm in this really weird situation. I want to spend time with Yuri, because I hate the thought of her being lonely. but I don't want to make Sayori feel any worse. Sayori didn't tell me that I couldn't hang out with Yuri or anything. She's not like that at all. I sigh. And I can't tell Yuri about why I can't hang out with her, because I don't want to find out about Sayori's depression. Girls. Mom, yeah, guys are not. We don't do this, by the way. We're chill, man. Mom laughs softly. She puts a reassuring hand on my shoulder. Well, let's try looking at this from another angle. She's agreed to try therapy, right? How's that going? When I was there, it was going well, I guess. The therapist is really nice, never insensitive with his questioning, and she's working well with him. She's on antidepressants now, and she's started going to therapy sessions alone. That's excellent news, sweetie. That's a really big step to make, so the fact that she's made it is really promising. From my own experience, the independence is really important. You can't always be there for your partner, and at the end of the day, they're the one who has to learn to deal with their depression. When I was dating Shinji, hey, I think I pronounced that right, Shinji, we found out that his depression was easier to manage after he'd attended a few sessions by himself. You said that she has a really good therapist, so have faith, darling. It's a long, slow process. Believe me, I know that. But long and slow. But it sounds like she's made good progress already. Sheesh, Mom, you sound like a psychologist yourself. Ah, well, I did take some psychology modules while I was at university, you know. My experience with depression really opened my eyes to mental health. Funny you mentioned that, because I was considering going into psychology at university. Sakura was asking me more about my future plans. Well, if that's what you're interested in, and your grades are good enough, I'd encourage you to it, Seaman. Especially in a country like this one, which has some pretty unhelpful attitudes when it comes to mental health. Yeah, it seems like a good choice, right? I've still got time, but I figured it would be helpful to start thinking about my post-school plans now. She nods approvingly. Yes, that's definitely a smart thing to do. What about the other girls? After I fill her in, she fits back, looking thoughtful. Have I just never heard that phrase, or is that a typo? Who knows? I can really see where I got my reflective side from. She's a good mom. Almost reminds me of my mom in a way. You'll have all the study you'll all have to study really hard next year. That exam that you take at the end of high school is so important in determining which university you get into. Yeah, that's funny. My university didn't even take the SATs. They were test optional. Not that it mattered. I did alright on my SATs. The Gaokao in China, though, that crap sucks. But if I lived in China, man, I'd go insane from that stress. I don't know how it is in Japan, though. Yeah, so I've heard. Sakura mentioned it, too. But you're a bright boy, so I know you can do it. Of course, with me raising you, you could hardly go wrong, could you? We share a chuckle. Mom has always been really good at making me feel safe and secure. Thanks, Mom, for everything. I don't know where I'd be without you. Nothing to thank me for. I'm your mother. It's my job. Seriously, having you around again has made such a difference. I just wish you could be around more often. Me too, Seaman. Me too. I always felt guilty being so far away from home, especially when you were struggling to deal with Sayori. Yeah, I wonder where she goes anyway. It has to be international, because Japan itself isn't that big. She could take a train home. It would still take a while, but, you know, she could do it every so often. It has to be, like, Europe or Asia or maybe even America. I wonder where. It's not your fault. Life wasn't exactly going to be easy after the divorce, was it? You're doing your best. Haha, isn't that exactly what I said to you just now? I see you inherited my positivity. Sayori called me a mama's boy, funnily enough. Well, she isn't wrong now, is she? I grin. Nope. Anyway, I was thinking we could go for a walk to town. There's a really nice cafe that one of my work friends recommended. It'll be good to get out of the house. The fresh air will do you good too. We can swing by that restaurant Monica recommended. Oh, can we swing by the restaurant Monica recommended? I just want to see what it's like, you know, just in case I want to take Sayori there another day. Of course we can. White Day? What's White Day? White Day is only a month away, so who knows? Perhaps you'll spend the day there. I'd forgotten about White Day. You typically get a lot of chocolate, so it's one of my favorite days. And we're in the skirt. Ah, so there you were, berating me for gorging on chocolate when it's you I got my sweet tooth from. I hope you've been eating healthily while I've been away, young man. Yeah, have you ever heard that phrase? What you don't know won't hurt you. I'll take that as a no, then. Ignorance is bliss, Mom. You should consider yourself lucky that Sayori doesn't expect you to cook her food, see, man. Funny you mentioned that, actually. Natsuki's really into food, so if I dated her instead, man, she'd grill me. I'm not gonna lie, I do know how to cook. And cook, you gotta know how to cook. Bro's 18, doesn't know how to cook, man. If you ask me to, right now, I can grill a hell of a steak. I can grill a hell of a steak right now, man. Steak. I want steak now. It's 4:30 in the morning, though. I can't get steak at 4:30 in the morning. Steak is good, though. I used to eat a lot of steak as a kid. Like a lot of steak. Anyway. No pun intended. She laughed softly, shaking her head. Man, I love red meat, man. Steak, pork. I think veal counts as red meat. Chicken is lame. Chicken is a mid-tier meat. Everybody who disagrees with me is wrong. It's like okay, but like it's mid. After waking up in you know what? I think this is a good place to stop, actually. I'm not gonna lie. It's almost 4:30 in the morning. I've been doing this for an hour. It's been chill, though. I'll definitely resume tomorrow. Maybe later today. Depends on how much free time I have. It's a lot of stuff going on. With some stuff, but this was a nice distraction. Definitely helped. So yeah, it's been chill. I hope everybody has a good day, and I'll see you around.